All right, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily. My name's Austin. The cryptocurrency market, like right now, is really starting to get exciting. If you hold Bitcoin, if you hold Chainlink, if you own a vast array of altcoins. Let me keep you updated. Like always, check the timestamps down below in the description, and let's jump in. The Twitter CFO is on record saying the firm may add Bitcoin to its balance sheet. Sounds like Elon, like Square's Cash App. On top of that, the Twitter CFO also says that they're looking into Bitcoin payments for their employees. Notice how fast all of this is happening, and this would be major adoption. I want to play you the exact clip. I want to give you the most accurate information possible. And keep in mind, right now, they're just thinking about it. They aren't announcing anything yet. What's interesting to me is, after the CFO says that Twitter is interested, the CNBC correspondent asks, okay, well, what would need to happen exactly for you to flip the switch and pay employees and put Bitcoin on your balance sheet? Watch this. Let me know what you think.
CFO question for you here,
All right,
which is we just watched. Well, we just watched Elon Musk take corporate treasury money effectively and invest it in Bitcoin. And given Jack Dorsey's interest in Bitcoin, I'm curious what your reaction to that was and how you think about that potentially for Twitter itself.
So we watch closely what other companies do to see what we can learn from them. And when we think about our balance sheet, we think about matching how it's invested and the currencies in which it's invested relative to how we might pay people, whether it's paying somebody who's providing a service to us or paying employees. So we've done a lot of the upfront thinking to consider how we might pay employees should they ask to be paid in Bitcoin, how we might pay a vendor if they ask to be paid in Bitcoin, and whether we need to have Bitcoin on our balance sheet should that happen. It's something we continue to study and look at. And we want to be thoughtful about over time, but we haven't made any changes yet.
What would be the tipping point for you, though? I mean, what is it you think you're either looking for, waiting for, that would actually put that over the top for you to make that decision?
Well, one of the key things we'd look at would be if people were asking to transact with us in Bitcoin, because then we might consider whether we would be transferring dollars to Bitcoin at the time of the transaction, or if we wanted Bitcoin on our balance sheet ready to complete that transaction. When we hedge currencies, when we do business in another country, when we think about all the different exposures that we have, we're really trying to match our assets and our liabilities. And we take the same approach to Bitcoin that we do to all the other types of risks that we have.
Wow. Thoughts on this? Make no mistake about it. Conversations like this are happening in every boardroom, every corporate office around the country, asking these same questions. Should we be getting into Bitcoin? If there's going to be demand for Bitcoin in the future, maybe we should get off zero, just in case this thing catches on. Very bullish, very revealing on things to come. Let me share with you some insight into Bitcoin's on-chain metrics, and then we'll get to the altcoin news. Starting with answering the question, is now a good time to buy Bitcoin? Or in other words, are we close to a potential top in Bitcoin? Well, in bull markets, always keep an eye on the SOAB, which is the Bitcoin Spent Output Age Bands, which basically tells us when the long-term hodlers are selling. And historically, when we get a lot of long-term hodlers selling, that's close to the top. The hot flames, dark colors, represent long-term Bitcoin hodlers taking profits and usually indicate that the top for Bitcoin is in, i.e. early 2018. At this stage, where we are today, there's no reason to worry whatsoever. So very revealing metric, and we can see there's always people taking profits somewhere. But the long-term hodlers taking profits now, when Bitcoin is moving past 42,000, is not even halfway close to a potential top, according to the Bitcoin SOAB. Not the end-all be-all, but let's keep track of this metric. As it updates, as we get more information, I'll keep you updated. And yes, first piece of major altcoin news. Chainlink supporter Deutsche Telekom has quietly started staking on blockchains. In other words, never mind Bitcoin on the balance sheet, a subsidiary of Europe's biggest teleco is taking a stake in DeFi. This is pretty big. Check this out. Deutsche Telekom AG, Europe's largest telecommunications company by revenue, is now one of the main data providers to Chainlink, the omnipresent Oracle service on which decentralized finance, DeFi, relies. We know Chainlink, and I want to give you an exact quote on why they're providing data to Chainlink in a second. But on top of that, the Deutsche Telekom subsidiary, T-Systems Multimedia Solutions, MMS, says it has begun staking on the Flow network, the ultra-scalable proof-of-stake blockchain from CryptoKitties creator Dapper Labs, and has plans to begin staking on several other chains in the near future. So why this is a big deal to me is they're not focusing on their own little private enterprise blockchain. They're diving into these public ones, and this direct quote sums it up. We started roughly 5 years ago, like everyone else, doing all those enterprise blockchain proofs of concept. But we gradually begun to feel like we were not focusing enough on public blockchains. This is where digital value will be moved in the future. And it's really where a teleco should be active. So they're into the Flow blockchain, they're into Chainlink, and this direct quote shares why they're supporting the Chainlink network. We were really jumping into something new, providing public blockchain infrastructure and having a token-natured business model on top of that. So of course, we started really small with a few data feeds, then scaled rapidly, and by now, I think we are among the top 3 data providers at the moment on the Chainlink network. And they are a major teleco company, so they do have data to provide. So how many data feeds and to who? We are providing 51 data feeds right now, said Gleb Dudka, an analyst at T-Systems. We don't hand-pick applications we provide data to, but examples would be Synthetics, a few decentralized exchanges, and Nexus Mutual for insurance. Those are the protocols using their data, and that data is mostly digital asset prices, FX rates, and commodity prices like gold, silver, etc., and these mostly go to Synthetics. And the reason why they're hooking in to the Chainlink ecosystem, in a direct quote from Sergey Nazarov, is to make money, ultimately. Chainlink enables top infrastructure teams like T-Systems to monetize their globally distributed infrastructure and security expertise across the many chains already being served by Chainlink oracles. So they're monetizing their information in a public global blockchain. I like it. Give me your thoughts on this. Everybody comment below your take on this Chainlink news. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, BlockFi. BlockFi is providing traditional banking services to cryptocurrency investors. So if you have Bitcoin, if you have Ethereum, if you have Litecoin, or a vast array of stablecoins, you can put it in interest-bearing accounts and earn some passive interest. Put your cryptocurrency to work, earn up to 8.6% APY with a BlockFi interest account. And right now, if you sign up with our link, blockfi.com/Altcoin Daily, down below, you can get up to a $250 crypto bonus with a deposit of $25 or more in crypto. Also, if you ever need USD immediately, they do offer crypto-backed loans. Basically, by using your crypto as collateral, you can access that liquidity without selling and unlock up to 50% of the value of such assets in USD. Very transparent interest rates, no hidden fees, and of course, it's backed by some of the biggest names in custody in the space. So if you're looking to earn interest, BlockFi is a solid option. Use our link down below. Check it out. Let's keep going. Another altcoin, TEZOS, shoots for all-time highs after joining the largest NFT marketplace. So in other words, the largest NFT marketplace, OpenSea, adds support for TEZOS tokens. So very bullish for TEZOS. This could add a lot of utility to the TEZOS ecosystem. And the largest online NFT marketplace had previously only supported Ethereum tokens. And the reason they chose to add on TEZOS. So they have Ethereum, now they have TEZOS. Why? According to the press release, the OpenSea team noted that the TEZOS ecosystem attracts blockchain developers and product users frustrated with the exorbitant fees on other blockchains. So they didn't choose Polkadot or Cardano, they chose TEZOS. Very interesting. Next piece of lower cap altcoin news. Celo raises $20 million as it debuts decentralized Venmo competitor. And check out the heavy hitters that invested that $20 million into Celo. Today, open source blockchain platform Celo announced it had raised that money from the sale of its native token, Celo, formerly Celo Gold, to venture firms including Andreessen Horowitz, Greenfield One, and Electric, major players. Those funds will help Celo provide developer grants, integrate new products, and build out the ecosystem with apps like Valora, a mobile phone-based remittance system, which launched on its platform today. So Celo is going to take on Venmo, going for the use case of money. In a direct quote from general partner at Andreessen Horowitz, "When we first began supporting Celo 2 years ago, we saw the opportunity to build a full-stack global payments platform that anyone with a smartphone could use to send, receive, and store money. Celo can dramatically reduce fees and fraud while also making payments instantaneous and global." Okay, interesting. I mean, they tried this with XRP, they tried this with Nano. I'm a Bitcoin guy, but it's interesting to see where the money is flowing in these altcoins. All right, that is the video. My name's Austin. Hey, check out either one of these two videos popping up right now. Great information. And like always, see you tomorrow.